Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. I love Tony Robbins. He hits it right on the head again.
In people's lives, there's only maybe a half dozen, 7, 8 categories that really matter. Most people, they major in minor things. They focus on stuff that doesn't matter. They know more about this celebrity going in and out of rehab than they do about their own personal development.
Is that a key statement? Get your own personal development in order. Forget about the celebrities. Here's some other.
But I look at and say, if you look at your body, without that, everything else is out the door. You don't want to be richest man in the graveyard. That's not going to do it. If there is energy, if there's vitality, if there's strength, it's going to show up in your relationship. It's going to show up in your business. It's going to show up in your life. That's an area you got to master. You can't dabble. It's too important. Emotions are everything. I mean, you got a ton of money, you got everybody loves you, and your primary emotions are pissed off and frustrated, then your life's pissed off and frustrated. It doesn't matter if you got $1 billion or 1 million people loving you, your life is not great.
Think about that. Think about that. I think all the time are wasted on crap. Crap. Now he's going to get into relationships, intimate relationships.
Intimate relationships especially. It's where the most juice in life comes from. It's where the most pain comes from most people. It's worth mastering instead of dabbling. Really looking at what are you going to do with your time and mastering your time. Instead of having a checklist, you cross it all off. You can mistake movement for achievement. I want to squeeze out of that time what matters, that creates value for me and for everyone I care about and love. What about your career or your business and the mastery of that instead of dabbling? Most businesses are dabblers. That's why they don't make it. 96%, any 10-year period of time, 4% make it. That doesn't even mean they're profitable. And it does not mean they're enjoying themselves, all right? Or they're getting anybody else to feel good. Really mastering money so that it's not a question in your life. You can do and be and give and share as much as you want. You're not stressed about it. You live in a place of abundance. And then spiritually, really, I think, I don't tell people what to believe spiritually, but I believe that ultimately, whatever you believe, you got to live it. And it should lead to growing and giving. If you're growing, you feel alive. If you're giving, you feel 10 times more alive. And I think if someone can celebrate and give, then that's spiritual state. So to me, those are the areas I look at mastering,
And he's one of the few that talks about this spiritual area. I love his programming because this area he does talk about. But he talks about mastering all those areas. And if you put to that the LDS strengths and covenants and sharing and giving, and coming in the covenant path from baptism to the temple, then you're really on top of it all.
Business, for sure, but it's the areas of life that matter most. And most of where we spend our time doesn't make people feel fulfilled. That's why the average person is not fit and healthy. The average person is not in a relationship where they have tremendous passion. I'm not a dummy. I'm not a positive thinker. I know the truth. The average person is not successful in business. The average person is not earning what they want to earn. But you know what? Very few people have those things, but a few do. A few are happy, fulfilled, spiritually alive, financially strong, their business is growing, they have passionate love affairs, and I'm obsessed with finding the few who do and find out what they do different and teach them to everybody. Everyone's going to measure themselves differently because everyone values things differently. Some people value success or significance. Some people value love more. Some value just basic levels of certainty. So when I look at the specific metrics, I really look at metrics of what are the things that need to be measured to know if your life is going to work or not. So I look at it as our whole lives are guided moment to moment by the state we're in. Learning how to change your state, not bullshit, not fake, but to go from pissed off, frustrated, freaked out to back in your center or creative or determined or something that's going to move you forward. It's going to create a better quality of life for you and others.
I'm going to leave it at that. I'll let you watch the rest of this. It's only 15 minutes long, but he does a powerful job. Appreciate this video. It helps give me hope and strength, and I hope it does for you too. Let's do those things we know we will do to fulfill our lives, make this world better, and make our lives better in those areas of mastery. Goodness, Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Join me on my movement to put this out into mainstream, not just with motivated individuals or individuals in home business, but into our schools, into our homes, into our universities, into our government, everywhere, because this needs to be brought out to its fullness if we are going to be our fullness and become God's as Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother is, this needs to be brought out to its fullness, especially the spiritual, eternal part of this. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Join me at Move Up, TOMOVEUP.com. And let's change this world for the better forever. Good day.